Today, we are configuring wireless security settings on a client router. This will be useful for VDS because throughout the company, they will have wireless settings that they need to connect to. In this first image, I have started off by creating a guest network for VDS. This guest network will be able to be used by visitors or customers, as this allows data to be encrypted when they are sending or receiving data to an employee or when the visitor is receiving data. However, the SSID has been hidden because we don't want the actual ID to be visible because this would make the network unsafe. In the next image, we can see we are creating the first VDS staff network, which is called VDS Employee. We have used WPA2 Enterprise, as this is much more secure and it's different from personal because the Enterprise has extra security methods, which means the network would be more secure. And we're also hidden the SSID because we don't want ID to be shown. Also, for the encryption, we are using AES because AES is one of the main encryption standards, and it's basically one of the most recommended encryption, as it's very strong and harder to decrypt. This will be useful for VDS because the communications and data transfers will be encrypted, which means attackers cannot go in the middle and try and grab the data because they won't be able to decrypt the data without the key, which is very useful for VDS. The next image, we have created the second VDS network because, for example, most companies, they have 1 to 2 company networks. One's could be enterprise, one's could be personal, and one's could be a guest. For the second VDS network, we have created a VDS OY2, and this is using WPA2, WPA3 personal. This is because the personal can be configured with 2 network settings. I recommend that VDS should use WPA3 for this one because WPA3 is mainly used for transfer of data because this is very much more secure, and this is important because when VDS staff communicate with each other and send data to each other, it needs to be kept secret and secure, and it will stop attackers from interfering and gaining data. We're also hiding SSID because we don't want the ID to be shown. Even with any other networks, you need to hide the SSID because if the SSID is showing, we're just showing the details of the network, which can easily be hacked. Also, for each network, as we can see, we have created a password. You have to make sure you have a secure password. These passwords I've created, they're not the best, but they are basically example passwords VDS could use because we have capital letters, numbers, special characters, lowercase numbers, and stuff like that. So overall, this is an example and an emulator what VDS could do to create their own wireless settings. This is important because this is teaching VDS what type of settings they could have, or what settings they could have for guests, their network, or personal. So overall, I hope this helps, and thank you for listening.